Right, ladies and gentlemen, we should now be live on YouTube, and basically this live stream is going to be me going through Expert 3 on the Hunter's Hound. I need Darius's T5 weapon, so I'm basically need to get to 750,000 points to get the Tier 4 version, and then that will make 3 of them that I can then convert into, what can I convert it into? The Tier 5 Rapscallion, or however you pronounce it. So, as you know, my pronunciation isn't the best in this game. So, it cost me a lot of potions. My team is shocking. Absolutely terrible. But it is what it is. So, I am just going to get going. Because don't get that many points for this, truth be told. Yeah, I think I clear about, if I get good lucky with chests, about 12k a run. So it's going to take me quite a lot of runs to get this, but it is what it is. I've got to do it, because once I do that, there's going to be a tier 5. I'll have Darius's tier 5 weapon, all his gear, have him 5-star rank level 45, and I'm going to bring out a gameplay and abilities overview for it, so it'll all be good. Right, just getting. I mean, I was running this with Maya first of all, but it was just so sketchy, and I didn't realise how good his lethal toxicity was. To be honest with you, he absolutely does bits. To be fair to you, so having a 95% assassin chance is nice. So he's helping me out through this quite a lot. I mean, the last time I did this, I was doing it on Masters 3 because I could have Alexis, Alvaro, and Yusuf, I think my team was, or Luciano. It was just ridiculous. I was absolutely piling through everything. So yeah, a bit of a shock to run this one with these level of characters. I mean, yeah, not easy at all. So right, just bombing through here with Domingo. Yeah, as I said, basically got Darius at 5-star. Like, by the time I hit the milestones, I'll be a couple off, but with the points I'm going to put up because I need the weapon, I'll have excess once the event's finished. So he'll definitely be going to 5-star. And once I've done that, there will be a good rank up and gameplay video coming, showing off his abilities, showing off what he can do as a 5-star with max T5 gear, take him through a bit of Region 5, see how he gets on. Because he will be... It'd be interesting to see what he plays like, to be honest with you. That's what I'm looking forward to. I just really want to see how he plays, because he's different. He's slightly different. He doesn't use hidden blades. He's got a sword, but he hasn't got his own one yet. So there's nothing else apart from this D5 weapon you can get by crafting through the Helix Rift events. So that's how I have to get that weapon. So it's a tad annoying, but here you go. He'll come in with his last breath here, so that gives me a little bit of thingy, but that's what I need to get through. This is shocking. I can't. They could honestly not have picked 6 worst heroes for me to go through this event on. I've barely got anything on any of them, and yeah, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. As I said, last time I had this, I had me 5-star maxed out. Alexius, at the time I think Alvaro was 5-star, but with only tier 4 gear, and my maxed out like 5-star Luciano with tier 5 gear, so it was very easy, and now this requires a little bit more planning, so it's taken me a little while to get used to how I have to play this style, because as I said, I was doing Maya to start off with, but I didn't realise Saeed's lethal toxicity was so good. I didn't think that taking him in he'd have a 95% chance to assassinate, and he does bits. So he's actually helped me through this quite a lot. He's helped me clear this quite easily. But I either 2-star or 3-star this. If the crits go my way, I 3-star it. So I think that was basic out of all the chests, and I'm roughly picking up, what is that, about 12k. So it is a bit of grind. I'll obviously finish this off. All right, yeah, Ray. Yeah, I've not got a full roster yet. That's what irritates me. But I mean, yeah, this isn't a good team for me. I mean, look at them. They're all 3 stars, 28s, 4 stars. They're just absolutely shocking. But yeah, as I said, I'll have a what's it called, a Darius video coming out. Probably, when does this event end? This event ends Monday afternoon, doesn't it? So hopefully, if I can get him promoted and get to Tuesday, I think Tuesday will be the night I'll bring out. Monday or Tuesday, I'll have the video up on the channel, basically taking Darius through a bit of Region 5 completely maxed out. But the reason I do this bit first is because I've only got like an 86% chance to bash that chest with Murat. Is it? Yeah, 87. But if I do that, I can then activate Domingo's ability here. And now he's got a 95% chance. If I do that first and don't clear that, that's more ticks that are ticking down. And sometimes by the time I get to the second chest, that effect has worn off, and then it puts me back down to an 83 or 87% chance. So that's why I clear that bit, then go up then do this chest, rather than do the chest and then clear through that bit. I quite like Murat. It'd be nice to have him maxed out and with some decent gear on to see what he can fully do. He's not got much utility though. That's the issue with him. He's not great. Like he hasn't got that many abilities. I don't particularly. He's not an enjoyable character. As I said, that's what I love about Alexius. He's just so fun to play with. His stun, his kick, and his flame attacks. He's just a beast, and he's just fun to play. He's just got so much utility on him. As I mean, even Domingo is quite boring to play, to be fair to you. He's only got 1 or 2, like he's only got that or the execution, which doesn't really interest me as much. Right, take him in here because Alvaro's taking a bit of a whacking, and it all depends on the crits and the dodges and the misses and stuff like that. So sometimes I can breeze through this and they hardly, well, Domingo still takes a bit of a battering, but you know, depending on how much of a battering he takes, depends on whether I crit, whether I dodge, whether they miss, whether I miss. That's the thing, as I said, I like about this game. Oh, what the 10 top worst heroes. Do you know what? I should do that as a video, Ray. I will do that. Spoiler alert already. Both the disarmers will be on there. Faris and, is it Muhammad? Is that how you pronounce his name? Or Hamid? Something like that. They are the worst class in the whole entire game. They are terrible. Who else would I put in there who I don't really like? I mean, it's a bit hard because obviously I probably wouldn't include common heroes in that because they're common. They're common heroes. That's the point of them. Like, they're what you start your account with. So bashing too many of them is just harsh because they're not designed to be the best hero in the game. Who's the fellow with the glasses who does the who works in the alchemy room? He's got glasses, big red hat. Oh, what is his name? He's shocking. There's a lot of support and healers and things like that I find are probably some of the worst heroes in the game. But I will do a list on that. That's a good shout, Ray. I was thinking about doing that, but yeah, there are a few shockers in here, to be honest with you. Some of them I can't fully judge on because obviously I've not got them high enough rank. So to me, like Rodrigo does nothing for me. Hey John, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome to the stream. Like, yeah, like Rodrigo does nothing for me. Absolutely zero. Because I don't use him. I only have him as a 2-star. But he could be a really good hero. So, Garshon, that's it. Oh, let me just have a quick look, because you've got me intrigued now, Ray. Let me have a quick look. Heroes. Right. Who would I say isn't that good? Bartholomew. He's shocking. As I said, Domingo I'm not a massive fan of. Even his ability I'm not too keen on. See, like, Najmin, or Najma, however you pronounce her name. I've not played enough of her, but I don't rate her that much. Alexisk, he's shocking as well. Flora's not bad. See, I tried playing Purina, and I found her absolutely disgusting. I thought she was shocking. I did not like her one bit. Not one bit. I'd have to play a bit about with them a bit more, to be honest with you. I could say my worst heroes in the game, and then that kind of... I'm not saying who is the best and who's the worst. It would just be my opinion through playing through who's helped me, who hasn't. But Bartholomew, Garchon, Alexis, Faris, they are all shocking heroes. They'll be in anybody's list. They are just generally not very good heroes. I actually think I prefer Hamid over Faris from the disarm class. So I actually prefer the common than the rare, than the rare one or the uncommon one. Because he's just, they're just terrible, absolutely terrible. But I got a lucky pull again today, John, through my Helix, through my rare material farming. I managed to actually get one that I've never got before, and that's is it the soapstone, which you can craft healer's gear from, and I need that for Gasper. So, as I said, I think next Saturday I am going to do my Region 5 live stream completion. I believe that's what's going to happen. So, yeah, I've got a feeling that's what I'm going to do next Saturday, because I want to finish it up. I've got Alexius now at level 50, and I'm now crafting the final bit of gear I need for him to completely tier 5 him out. So I think I'm going to go in with him, Yusuf and Gaspar and see how I get on. So I'm looking forward to that. But then I'm scared that once I've done Region 5, it's kind of... I mean, obviously I can get all the heroes 5-starred and stuff like that, but content-wise, all I'll really be waiting for is the Helix Rift events. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I probably will do it next week, which would be sick. So it'd be nice to say I've actually finally done the region. It says hard, but he's got a cheat death ability, which is quite nice, and I can execute the last person as well. This is the one bit that annoys me in this mission, is so slow walking back and forth. See, but I mean, he's... Oh, right, he missed that, luckily enough. But he's going to hit me here. I'm going to... Oh, no. Right, I'll cheat death, last breath, execute him, and he survives on 1 health. Louisa can't have a 5-star weapon. Have they not let her have the blade? Because I thought then she comes under a different class, doesn't she? Can her and Purina not share the same weapon? They've got to do something soon, Ray. They've got to do something regarding content soon, because the game will just die out otherwise. All the end game people and WoWs and people like that who basically keep the game running are going to get bored, and that is, see what I mean? That failed because I missed him one time. That's up. You alright, Suman? Welcome to the stream. Just doing a bit of grinding, and this just hurts my score, and it's so annoying. It really does irritate me because, as I said, I'm not really going for placement. I just want that. So she can now, because I thought they did share the same weapon. To be honest with you, sometimes if you're looking at the weapons and looking at the gear, click the plus sign next to the heroes, and it'll expand it, because I think it only shows the top 3. Oh, Lewis can't. Oh, Lewis. Sorry, not Louise. Sorry, I read that wrong. Can he not? I must have equipped him with T5 armor then. I didn't know he couldn't have T5 weapon. Because I think it might be because he's the only stealth that uses that type of weapon. They haven't released it yet. There may be. Is it not one of them T5 event ones that I'm basically going to do for Darius? Because Wait, let me just quickly show you, because if I go to the HQ, I've got my OBS on, so I'm really conscious whether the signal drops. So I'm doing my best not to even breathe on my phone. Because if I go to this is the weapon I'm aiming for. So if I go to swords, this is what I've got. 2 out of 3. So this is what I'm going to give to Darius. So if you do that, it tells you every hero that can have it. I can't remember what Lewis uses. Does he use a dagger? Short blade. No, there's not one. But no, there's not one. I thought there would have been a. Yeah, oh, that's a bit of a shame. Oh well. Rest in peace, Lewis. Hopefully they'll bring an update out, and you will be able to. You will be able to actually release a weapon for him, because Yusuf didn't have armor, and in the latest update they released armor for him. So it can happen. Yeah, you can get some really good weapons like that. Some really good. I did that with the last one. The only reason I joined this event now is because I needed time to get to the 750k points. If I didn't join early, I just wouldn't have been able to do it. So I wasn't really fussed about the ranks, because I will get Darius 5-star. I think unless I finish bottom 15, which I'll like tier 15, which I won't do because of the score I'm putting up. I just wanted that weapon so that I could actually give Darius a T5 weapon. So that's the only reason I joined early. Otherwise, I probably would have left this from not even the last day. Probably I would have probably done 12 hours of it, because the heroes I had were shocking. And I don't usually join straight away. I think it's always best to kind of let everybody jump in and then go through, because it just gives you that little bit more of a chance to pick up some decent rewards, because especially ones with featured cubes, I find they're the best ones to join late, because most people get in early because they want to farm as many cube fragments as they possibly can if they've not got the heroes. So if you join later on that, alright, granted you're not going to get as many cubes to open, but because everybody's joined in already, you will you'll get a good chance of finishing in a really high bracket because of it. So it does help. Come on, I just need these fights to hurry up. See, I mean, he's taking a bit of a beating. See, like I think I went into a fight one too many with him, to be honest with you. Right, I've got to take him in here. This is what I mean. It's just so frustrating. This is so much more difficult than it was when I had Alexius and all them. I was steamrolling through it on Masters, and this is on Expert, and this is so much harder. Part of me doesn't even know if to go in here. It could just waste a tick, but he can execute, so it's a little bit quicker. So that's why the reason why I do take him in. Oh, for God's sake, I didn't even move my bloody thing. I hate this signal thing. This is why I like streaming off my Xbox. Right, back up on my OBS. Right, flicked, still there. So that should now come back up for use in a second. That's the one thing I hate about streaming off this. I've got to try and look at a new cable. I've really got to look at a new cable. Right, he's cheated death and he's still getting beaten. He's going to die. Possibly die here. Yep, right. So I think this effect's going to wear off before. This is just so jarring. It is so... And the signal's gone again, innit? Jesus Christ. What is up with this stupid thing? I've really got to invest in a new one. And now I've got to turn my screen because it's auto-rounded. And now it's gone completely black. Right, it's up on my screen again. It's gone again. And it's back again. Why can this not just stream through my Xbox? Not supported. Oh, welcome to the life of a streamer. Jesus Christ. Right. Come on. Just got a black screen. And this is annoying me now. No signal. Thing is I can't shut my OBS down because it will stop the stream. And this is just jarring me now. This is getting right on my nerves. Making me hot as well. I just don't get what is up with this. It annoys me so much. Make sure it's in properly. It is in properly. Right, I might be able to just stop streaming and start streaming. And again, if this doesn't fix it, because I might have to shut my OBS down. Yeah, no, my OBS is right. My OBS is having one. Just, the stream's going to be up. I'm just going to quickly stop the stream my end here, then start it up again, and it should, hopefully, I've just got to reset my OBS, so just give us 1 second. The audio stream current bitrate too low, recommended. Well, I should now hopefully be back. Right, can you all see me? Am I all good? Can you hear me? Is everything back all right? Just had to reset my OBS and everything like that, and my Elgato. I don't know why it does that. Right, sweet. So we're all back up and running. So yeah, this is the one thing. Like when I'm streaming off my Xbox, I don't have these problems. But when you're putting it into a little phone port, it just seems to really play up. I really think I've got to see. Look, that fight took so long to do that I don't even know if he's going to survive this. It's like the most stressful Helix Rift run I've ever done in my life. Good thing is his speed is and all that, but oh, thank God he dodged that. Right, please don't fail this. Oh, thank God for that. But yeah, so apologies about that. It's just, yeah, I really will this week. I've got to look at a new connector and a new thing like that, because I don't know whether I've ran over it with my wheel on my chair or something like that, so it's really itty and bitty and things like that. But I just, as I said, when it's connected to my Xbox, the signal doesn't drop out at all, and that's the one good thing I like about doing the Xbox live streams, is the fact that the connection I haven't got to worry about. But I've purposely got like my OBS open so I can see it, because yeah, it's just a bit annoying. Oh, look at that. That was a nice amount as well. Going through all that, I managed to get an actual nice amount. So that was a nice reward back. Nice reward back. So people still holding off on joining the event, or at least in the event? And if you're in the event, how are you getting on? It'd be nice to know how you're getting on. I can't believe I've got so much of this to go through still. Like, I'm so what is it? I'm on 200k points. Still got like another 550,000 to do. But if I can have a couple of runs like that, it will shorten the time out. I mean, obviously I won't get to 7,500 tonight, because as much as I appreciate you watching me and I appreciate you taking your time out, you must be absolutely you know, there's only so long you can watch somebody go through the same bits and bobs. I think I'm on 200k points now already, or 220. I'll have a look after this one. I just quickly rushed through the last one. Right, let me do this. Please just... It's just so jarring. It really is. The hassle to get through this, just to open up a chest. Just annoying. So I'll get either 1.7, I think it's 3.3 or 5. And obviously I need the bigger ones. Because it just helps me get there quicker. It's like eating them with a tea bag. Honestly, it feels like I've got a chocolate teapot in my hand and I'm just whacking them. Oh, I've done that. I thought that was the complete wrong bit. Well, hopefully he'll do a bit more damage. Yeah. Well, he takes them out quicker than the actual people who are DPS heroes. So nice one for that. I've accidentally executed someone as well. Oh no, this is just not going well at all, this run through. But yeah, I'll let you know how many points I've got. But anyone else in here Assassin's Creed Odyssey fans as well? Because, as I said, I've been streaming that. I've been really enjoying it. It's been really nice to play a bit of the main series game, to be honest with you. Getting back into it, it's so nice. Right, come on, right, I can execute him. And then hopefully I can now get up the top and do that chest without too much trouble. Because, yeah, I love the main series game. It's so good. And, I mean, it possibly might even be a game that I play through twice just to experience it from like the Cassandra's point of view. I could not play Alexius to start off with because he's my favourite hero in this game. I had to play him. No, I haven't. Oh, the signal's gone again, for God's sake. It must have just panicked because it says 7 people watching, so it just panics and disconnects. And this is getting right on my nerves. And don't say I've got that black screen again, because it's annoying me. Crying out loud. Right, it's back on my screen. Thank God for that. Please stay on my screen. Shout you out? In what concept? Alpha? I don't understand that. I don't know what you mean by that. Alpha Burst, you're the man. Did you... Let me check. Let me just check something. Stream... log in with YouTube, continue. Oh no, I thought you might have subscribed and that's what you wanted a shout out about, but no, you haven't. So what's your channel? I don't know what your channel is. Right, this is the end bit in it, right? Is it an Assassin's Creed channel? Is it... What's the channel about? I don't think I've ever had anyone in stream come in and ask for a shout out for their channel. He must have been impressed. He must be impressed with the 6 people watching me play a mobile video game. Ray, going back to your... All right. I'll have a look at it at the end of the... If you've got your details hidden, I can't see the channel, Alpha. So... And it won't let me click on it. And I can't see it, mate. So... Everybody in the chat, if you want to have a look at Alpha Burst channel, then go for it. But I can't see it physically at the minute. But I will have a look, Alpha. Once this is finished, I can't look at it at the minute. Obviously, I'm playing this. But after that, I'll have a look at it for you. And see what it's about. But yeah, Ray, going back to your question about the movie, it wasn't the one with what's it called? Mark Fassbender. It wasn't him who played it, was it? That wasn't the. Was that the one that Rebellion was off of? Because I watched that on a plane. I wasn't too impressed with it, to be honest with you, because before that announced, I was thinking I'd love to make an Assassin's Creed movie, because like through playing the game, I would have, like, the action scenes would just be immense. Like, I'd have like a scene where, you know, he comes down, assassinates 2 people, and then looks at someone, lobs a throwing knife at them, and as he's sliding down one of the thing, he can hit and gun them. And then I'd have and then when he drops down and assassinates the final person, loads of people come running out, and then he'd throw his powder down, and all of a sudden Eagle Vision would come on, and then they'd just go to town on everybody. That for me would be an absolute immense Assassin's Creed scene. So I was a little bit thin. I didn't particularly like him being in the machine either. That was a bit annoying from my perspective. I didn't enjoy him being in a big kind of machine where he's all moving about, like from the main series and everything. They've been in a basically like a bit like Avatar, in one of them type containers, and I probably would have preferred it in that, to be honest with you. But I'm hoping that's the right film you're thinking of, Ray. And if it is, it wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing for me. It was okay. But that's the thing sometimes, when you fall in love with a franchise or a game, to then do it justice on the big screen is a lot harder. I find it. Wow, 17k. I don't get what. Oh, right. Yeah, I personally didn't enjoy it that much. In all fairness, I did only see it on a plane, so I think it would be something that I would have to sit down and watch and probably enjoy it a bit more, and not keep getting interrupted with announcements and stuff like that. So I'd give it another go, but I was a little bit disappointed with it from what I see of it, which is a shame, because I do like Mark Fassbender. I think he's quality. I do think he's a very good actor. I think despite the X-Men films being pretty pony, he is a very good actor in it. I enjoy him. I think he's a brilliant Magneto. But I just didn't enjoy it as much. I find that a lot with a lot of things that they do like that. So, like, even I know this is going to probably be quite controversial, but like even the Harry Potter films, some of them well disappointed me, because I read the books beforehand, and the books were awesome, and then it doesn't quite translate into the film, and there's bits that they miss out that you love in the book, or you had a different idea of how it. Oh, these things just. If he hadn't dodged that last one, I'd have had a 95% chance at this. Right, that's right, it opened. And the way things go in the books compared to how they're portrayed on screen, and the fact that they change things in the films, I find that quite hard. So it doesn't sit too well with me when they try and do things like that. It has to be a very, very, very good adaptation of the actual game, and that's what I think. I honestly think that when they make especially games into movies, I don't think there's enough input from fans. I don't think that there's enough, basically input from fans, because fans are the ones that love it for a certain reason, and I sometimes feel like when you get just a random director coming in, he doesn't quite understand. Right, I'm at 224 points, so it's quite a way to go. I'll claim these quickly. I can't claim that one till tomorrow, because I've got to open one more cube. Oh, my lead just moved and I just pooed me pants then. I'm so glad I've got over like 1,500 potions, I think it is, because this Elixir Rift event is kicking my backside. But yeah, so I think that fans should get involved when doing games to movies. I don't know whether they just get permission from the studios or actually ask for involvement from the studios, but I think that that should be something that should be done as well. So if you're looking to do an Assassin's Creed video or movie, you should basically go to the game designers and ask for their feedback and possibly get them to work on the set. I don't know if that does happen, but for me that is what should happen, because sometimes I just feel something's a little bit lost when they try and put it into a movie without taking in the essence of what it is. And from what I can remember of the Assassin's Creed film as well, I wasn't blown away. Oh, that's all right, John. That's all right. As I said, people don't have to chat. Like, if you're just chilling and watching and enjoying the stream, that's all I care about. That's the whole reason I do it. So as long as you're chilled, watching it on the telly, having a nice time, feet up, I'm happy. The setting for me, from what I can remember, I wasn't blown away by the beauty of it. Like, that's one thing that's drawn me in on Assassin's Creed as a whole, is the fact that just even going through Odyssey, like the minute the game loaded up and you had his eagle, can't remember the name of the eagle, flying through, and that's not even the best part, that's not even the best area, but it was just so beautiful to look at. And you know, that's what drew me into the games in Assassin's Creed, is just the beauty of the times that they're set in and the way they make it look. And I just felt like that wasn't captured in the film. It just seemed a bit too dark, a bit too dusty, and like as if they tried making it look old. It was like someone had filmed it and then basically got like a paintbrush with tea leaves on it and just painted over the negative just to make it look slightly darker and slightly more older. And I just, yeah, it didn't sit well with me, unfortunately. But I'd like to see them do another attempt at it, because I think there is a lot that they could do with it. I mean, whether they just not do a movie and do a TV series, I think that could be, everything's going TV series now. And I think a nice budgeted Assassin's Creed series would be awesome, because you could go through so many periods with it. You could do, obviously, like from London for Syndicate, you could obviously Florence and Venice for Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and things like that. This bloke is just dodging left, right and centre. I'm going to run out of this. Oh, just done it. If that didn't crit, I was going to run out of attack for that chest. So, do you know what? Saeed's just still, even though he can't assassinate, he still does more damage than them. I've got like a new love for this character now. Not massively. I'm not a massive anime fan. I don't say I'm a fan of anime. I wouldn't mind watching it. I just don't get time, to be fair to you, with trying to do a YouTube channel with a 16-month-old daughter and a full-time job. Like, my evenings are very, very restricted. But I will check the channel out, Alpha. I will have a look, mate. As I said, I do like some anime. I love Pokemon. I don't know if that's whether that I've just insulted anime to its core, but you know, I do enjoy that, and I enjoyed watching back in the day some of the old Street Fighter animes and things like that. So I do enjoy some of it. Did it deselect him? So yeah, it's nice. I do like some anime, so I will check it out. I promise. I'll have a look at you, but I'm not really someone who does a follow for follow, because I want people who subscribe to me to want to subscribe to me because they like my content. You know, I could easily go out and try and ask for all these people to subscribe, but then, you know, I've got such a great little community. I mean, I'm playing like Assassin's Creed Rebellion, and I've got like some awesome people in here just chilling and watching and chatting, and I'd rather that than have 2,000 subscribers and only have 5 people watch my video. So as I said, I've tried building this channel up without doing the follow for follow method, because I just, you know, if I never make it to the point where I'm making money off of YouTube, I don't care. I do this for fun. I do this because, like, I'm just chilling, just doing a bit of this. I could be sitting in bed doing this, but instead I'm sitting down here having a chat with people who've got the same thing in common, who love the game, and that's what streaming and creating these videos are for me. So, as I said, it's not all about trying to just make a living off of YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I generally enjoy the socialising of it. Oh, don't fail that. Oh, look at that. This dude is an absolute beast. Absolute beast. Oh God, I might have to. I possibly might have to do a rank up and gameplay video on him. I have him at 5-star. I'm going to equip him with some T5 gear and see how he gets on in Region 5. God, it's just I didn't know he could do that. Absolutely shredded through them. I could not believe that. I'm absolutely flabbergasted by that. Sorry, chat. I'm just absolutely well taken back by that. I've got like these DPS heroes or tanks just slapping them with a wet fish, trying to get through the game, and he just come up and just wrecked 2 of them more or less with 1 hit, and I'm absolutely amazed by it. I'm absolutely amazed. So yeah, that's absolutely threw me a curveball, that one. And the thing I love is the fact that the game can still surprise me like that. So just when you think you know everything about the game, which I would never plan on saying I do, but when you think you know everything and all of a sudden he just comes out with that, you're like, Jesus. I should have twigged because he's got a spear, but I'm going to have to go in with him just for quitting this. I don't know why I'm doing all this. So it's the last enemy. Like, it's only going to cost me like a tiny bit more of a health potion, and that's about it. So yeah, I hope people are enjoying the Assassin's Creed Odyssey content, because I'm enjoying playing it, and it would be great, obviously, if the people who are subscribed to this channel, obviously mainly I know you do it for the Rebellion, but as I said, I'm hoping that you then enjoy me and enjoy what other content I bring. And Assassin's Creed Odyssey isn't too far left field, you know what I mean? It's still a reasonable, it's within the Assassin's Creed franchise, so it's not like I've gone on to, like, I love Pokemon. I do love Pokemon. I was playing it a bit before I came on downstairs, but I wouldn't stream that on here necessarily because, obviously, you know, it's far left field. You know, Assassin's Creed, Pokemon, they're just 2 completely different things. So to build the channel first, it's probably best that I stay with what people actually do enjoy watching on the channel. But I can't believe it. It's so nice to see so many people in here, honestly. Like, I've had an absolute terrible week at work. Absolutely terrible week at work. And my daughter last night decided for the first time since she's been born that she's going to fight us for nearly 5 hours last night. I put her to bed at 20 to 8 and she did not go to sleep until 20 to 1 in the morning. It was absolutely brutal. It was exhausting. Me and the missus even took shifts in eating dinner because she just, I think she had a tummy ache. I think her stomach was really hurting her. She'd go to fall asleep and then she'd jolt. Right, Sword and Shield is awesome. Absolutely awesome. People said that because the biggest bugbear that people had with Sword and Shield was the fact that there was only 400 Pokemon in it, and then they and people have got the ump with that. But the Dynamaxing in it, the ranking in it is also exceptionally good. Like the rank gameplay, like the the 2-on-2 competitive. People are really getting pumped for like the VGC series that's coming up, and they've now brought out a DLC for the first time in Assassin's Creed history. Not Assassin's Creed, sorry, in Pokemon history. They've brought out a DLC. There's no new game next year, but there's going to be 2 DLCs, which I think incorporate another 200 Pokemon into the game, and it is going to be awesome. So it's 2 new areas, new legendaries, new mythics. I think a lot of people have changed their tune. Now the game's actually been released and people are kind of going into it a bit more, like especially the second DLC. You're basically going to be able to encounter like these Galarian forms of Moltres, Articuno and Zapdos, but then they're releasing every other legendary in it. So you've got the Regis, you've got Rayquaza, Entei, Suicune, Raikou. So you've got all the dogs. You've got I think basically every legendary that has been released plus Mewtwo. Sorry. So it's it's good. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Rebellion's awesome. The one thing I love about this game is you could be the worst person at video games in the world, but it does not matter in this game. You can still progress as far as everyone else because it's just the choices you make, and it is down to RNG. It is down to how good your checks are and things like that. But yeah, the joys of being a parent, son, mate, honestly, absolutely, me and the wife just... At one point, I actually carried my daughter in under my arm like this and was like, "Love, please take her. I can't deal with it at the minute." And just, I felt so bad. But with how bad things had been at work all week, I didn't get home till late Friday, and I was still stuck at work late. And it's quite a high pressure job I got as well. It's not easy. So all I wanted was a nice get her down to sleep, and like me and wife just to have a nice evening where we can chill, just sit there, watch a bit of telly and just cuddle up really. And that just did not happen, not in the slightest. And then I was up with her because I do the early mornings on Saturdays because I usually stream Saturday night, so I have a lay-in tomorrow. But I was up with her. She then decided, despite falling asleep at 20 to 1 in the morning, that she was going to get up at 20 past 7 this morning. So she only had like 6 hours sleep. So yeah, absolute brutal. But yeah, no, I love Pokemon. I love it. Like I play Pokemon Go every day. Like especially, I used to play it a lot hardcore than I do now. Obviously, with my daughter, I come home from work and see her. But previously, on the way home, if I see some raids or in a Discord group there was something going on with raids, I'd side swift to that, do that raid, and then come to and then come home. But I don't do that no more. But yeah, I used to. What do I work as? I don't know how many people are in here from the UK, but in the UK we have basically. Well, I live on the outskirts of London. Literally outskirts of London. It's like 5 minutes, not from central London, but they're very outside of London. Like my mum's my wife's mum and dad are a 7-minute drive from us, and they're classed as London. So in London we have a thing called boroughs. So basically certain sections of the capital, obviously this happens in other cities in England as well, but in London there are loads of different boroughs. So there's the one that I actually do work for is the London Borough of Greenwich, but you've got like London Borough of Greenwich, London Borough of Westminster, London Borough of Chelsea, and all that. You've got so many different boroughs within the capital. And I'm the deputy manager for a company called Wolseley. If you're American, I think they're known as Ferguson PLC over there. We basically supply all of Greenwich Council to all their workforce, not just trade, but like waste and everything like that, with all their materials. So it's about a £5 million a year contract that we do. and that's at very good prices. If this wasn't at council prices, because they're local government, obviously they don't pay as much as everybody else, and so if this was a normal contract, it would probably be close to probably a 12-13 million pound contract. And I do all the specials, so anything that we don't stock, I get in for them. So that takes a lot of time. I can have up to like 14-15 orders a day with 8 or 9 different suppliers, and yeah, it's just very stressful. If anything goes wrong, because it's a councillors get involved, which is like very political, and yeah, so there's a lot of politics behind it as well, and it just it's not easy. It is not an easy job. So yeah, it's very high pressure, and I am extremely busy during the day. I mean, I don't really get a lunch break a day. Every day I'm sitting there at my desk. I'll eat my sandwich and that at my desk, and that's about it. That's as far as I go. Alright, so, right, yeah, so you live in Lambeth, right, so you live in, because I used to live in a place called Abbey Wood, so I don't know how familiar you are with South East London, but I used to live in Abbey Wood, which comes under the London Borough of Greenwich. I'm based in a place called Thamesmead, which is just down the road. There's a big council depot there, so yeah, basically I run all the materials that Greenwich Council go and do their jobs with, I supply, and yeah, it's a very, very taxing job. Right, Alpha, other games I play, Gears of War, probably, if it was, is probably my favourite franchise. That is what got me an Xbox. I absolutely adore the franchise, absolutely love it. I was a big Destiny fan. I put so many hours into Destiny. Call of Duty, everyone's played a Call of Duty. I used to play that quite a lot. I've so many games. Obviously, I did put a lot of time into GTA 5 at one point, because that was awesome. Like, especially when your mates and everything get online, we used to just spend all night doing races and stuff like that. It was awesome. So, but yeah, they're probably, what other franchises I've got? I mean, I've got hundreds of games still down now. I used to be a massive achievement hunter, so I'd get a game. I don't mind Halo. I don't mind Halo. It's not the best game in the world, but I don't mind it. But I used to be a massive achievement hunter, so I used to really just play games to get every single achievement in it. Red Dead Redemption, one of the best games ever brought out, and I did get every single achievement in that game, every single achievement. So yeah, I used to just achievement hunt all the time. That was the main thing. Yeah, Destiny Day One was just, I used to have, I had 3 accounts. The Hunter was my main one, but I'd have a Hunter, Warlock and Titan. And at one point, before they brought out the Taken King DLC, so when it was the Vault of Glass and Corona's End, I would run both of them on hard with all 3 heroes on easy and hard. So I'd do, so what's that? 6 playthroughs a week on each I can't even remember what they're called. Raids, each raid, and obviously then I'd do the what was the weekly challenge? The daily legend, the weekly heroic, or I can't remember the name of it, but I used to do that as well with every character. I used to love it. I used to absolutely love it. And then, like, because the Fatebringer was my favourite weapon. I absolutely loved the Fatebringer, the pistol that used to blow their heads off. Especially in the Crota's End, when you're going through the start with all the Pharrells there. And you'd pop one of them in the head and it'd just blow 4 more of them up. Loved it. But then they brought out, I think we got a little bit bored of it, or they brought out the Taken King. And because they brought out the Taken King, everything, they just messed up all the levels and all the guns. So then I was picking up green weapons, which were like common weapons that were better than my legendary Fatebringer, and I could never get it to the point where I couldn't get that like. And when you start losing your favourite guns out of the game and things like that, then we just kind of went off of it. Played a little bit of Destiny 2, but I just found that they didn't do a good enough job. It was basically Destiny 1. Wasn't just a couple of quality of life things thrown in, but that was about it really. Yeah, that was it. Every Tuesday. And the thing was, is because you could only have 3 people in the mission, we used to argue. Like, luckily enough, because I was good, people wanted to do it with me. But me and my mate Cheesecake, we were the two that were like kind of a bit in demand. And if we'd already done it, then someone's like, "Oh, come on, please, come through it with me again. Come through it with me again." But luckily enough, only some of my pals only had the one hero. So I'd be like, yeah, let me just grab my Warlock, I'll come in, and things like that. So, yeah, I used to love it. It was such a great game. Such a great game. Got so many hours into it. So many hours into it. But, yeah, it was good fun. It was good fun. So, yeah, I massively enjoyed that. Like, with Destiny, the first time I went into the Vault of Glass was the first time I'd felt the buzz in a game for a long time, to the point where I was like actually nervous. I was actually shaking at points because I just found it so amazing. It was just so good, the fact that you had to like do all these little different things, and someone had to go and get the shield, and you had to protect yourself, and then they'd fire it off, and it was just awesome. And then it'd give you a window of opportunity to do some damage, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was so good. But yeah, no, I was decent at the game. So I think I started playing Destiny 1 a bit more again. Because was that the last one that they brought out before Destiny 2 came out? Was that the one where you got like the spider thing in the middle, where it looked like it was like basically fibre optic cables and that coming out of it and things like that? Can't remember the name of the raid, but as I said, I can remember all the first ones because I was well into it then, but it kind of faded a little bit after that. But yeah, unfortunately, Parenthood kind of just changes it all for you. Unfortunately, like Pokemon Sword and Shield, I want to smash the life out of. I've only got one, sorry, I've only got Shield, so I want to get Sword and I want to trade, get me see, Kurota's End was the best thing for me. Kurota's End was the best. I loved that. The rocket launcher, the amount of trouble that got me out of was immense. I used to love that weapon. But yeah, they did nerf, because I had a Galahorn as well. I had one of the original Galahorns as well before they got nerfed. But no, it was great. I loved the whole thing. It was a very, 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 very good game. I really enjoyed it. Really did enjoy it. But no, truthfully, like if I could live in any world in the world, it would be a Pokemon world. Like Pokemon is by far one of my, like, is by far probably my favourite thing. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, despite being a Star Wars nerd, despite being a Marvel nerd and things like that, if there was a world that I could live in, it would be a Pokemon world. Because just how cool would that be? Just my job's going around battling other trainers, and like rather than pop to the shops in your car, just hop on Charizard. Like so good, or Dragonite. Like yeah. So, but I'm not massively clued up on it. Like Gen 1 and Gen 2, I'm decent with, but I watch some of the Pokemon YouTubers and they know everything from even what every single move someone's going to get. So yeah, I think I had 3 in the end. I think I've still got them on my account. I actually went on my account the other day. Not the other day. I say probably 2-3 months ago, because we wanted to help someone who had the game go through the weekly strike, and I just smashed it. I just smashed it. It was so good. Like, my mate Davey had the cheesecake, had the right hump that I'd outscored him, but I was just absolutely annihilating things. It was so much fun. So yeah, I do miss it. I do miss it because it had the potential to be a really decent game, but I think they just messed a few things up in it for my liking. Right. Oh god, this is a grind. This is a grind. It's like, with the last time I did this with Alvaro, I would literally give Alvaro, like, Alexis initiative with Alvaro, and then Alexis would just steamroll through this whole entire thing, and that'd be it. But in this, I'm having to make sure I've got the right hero, that I'm doing the right thing. Oh, so difficult when you're at such a low level. But I can't believe, Ray, you're not too far away from me. It's like such a small world. Well, it's not a small world, but you know what I mean. I didn't think one of my subscribers would be from that area, really. I was just right, come on, hit him. Let me go. What I needed to do was one more attack. This means I'm not going to get that chest now. I probably should have come in with Syed, to be honest with you, because he'd probably absolutely kill him. Right. See, I've missed him. He keeps dodging, so that by the time I get up here, that's going to fall off, and that's going to really annoy me. Yeah, I do. I mean, the amount of hours I put into Destiny, I'm not kidding you, were ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I put so many hours into that game, but it is a shame. People will be saying that about Fortnite soon as well. I am not good enough at Fortnite to play that. I did enjoy it, but I'm not good enough at it, and it's got to the point now where it's just, I'm done with it. It's not for me, unfortunately. Well, not done with it. I played it probably a week and a half ago. I still enjoy getting the battle pass, but some of the little oh, you go to Greenwich Uni, so that's the one. See, when you say Greenwich Uni, is that the one that's based in New Eltham, or is that the one that's actually based in Greenwich, opposite the oh, what's that? Is it the Maritime Museum? Because my cousin and aunt live in, or my aunt lives in Greenwich. I don't speak to her anymore, but they used to live in Bermondsey, and then they moved to Greenwich with my granddad. So I used to spend a lot of time in Greenwich, like when they had, before that cinema reopened, that used to be, it was this old cinema. I see Batman Forever there. What if I see a couple of other films? Then they shut it down, and then they opened it up again. So yeah, Greenwich has been a I've been down there loads, absolutely loads, like the Greenwich Market and things like that. So yeah. So, but yeah, I know there's 2 unis in Greenwich. I know there are 2. Well, I think there's probably more campuses because my sister-in-law went to the New Elton one. The fact that she'd roll out of bed and she'd fall into the campus was probably one of the reasons she did it. But because that's where my, like, that's quite local to me. So what made you go Greenwich, Ray? Like, did you not fancy going? Like, I never went uni, and that was probably one of the, well, I say one of my biggest regrets. Like, I don't regret anything I've done in life. What job I've taken, what choices I've made, because I sit here now with a lovely, beautiful wife, a beautiful baby, and I couldn't ask for anything more. Obviously, I'd like my dad to still be around, but that's something else. That's uncontrollable, but that's not my choice. There's nothing that I could do about that. But this is just caning me now. The amount of times I've missed him, this is going to fall off by the time I get to that second chest. But one of the things I do wish I had done was gone to university. And I wish I'd gone somewhere like Liverpool or Bath, or like a couple of ex-girlfriends and that went Canterbury. So I've been down to that uni. But I wish I'd kind of, yeah, Manchester, kind of just got away from London for a little bit and tried uni. Obviously, I know money aspects thing of it, because obviously you have to get student loans out and staying in accommodations and that aren't cheap. But yeah, it would have been, I would have personally tried going away if I could. And I should have gone in here with Saeed. Look at this, look, he's taking so long to knock these down. He's going to die in the next room. It's just ridiculous. I might just take Saeed in, actually. Do you know what? I'm going to take Saeed in because he can just spear everybody to death. It's great. Oh, it's in the Peninsula. Oh, right. I didn't know they had a campus over there. Yeah, I didn't know they had a campus over there. That's decent, though. Where was I? When was the last time I went O2? I think I see Brian Adams at the O2 was the last time I was down there. Like my wife dragged me to that because her mate dropped out. He's awesome. He's a fairly decent singer, but yeah, I don't envy you having to go near the Blackwall Tunnel though, mate. Jesus, you're only a stone's throw from that as well, aren't you? Oh right, that really didn't do much. Oof. Oh, I should have used his ability again. I would have taken him. That would have just saved the hit. Oh, this chest thing's going to expire. Yep, that's all dropped off and I've not even got through him yet. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, as I said, I do wish I'd gone uni. I really do, but as I said, I didn't, and my life's still decent, so... But make sure you don't waste your education. Just, that's one thing I will say. But if you're at uni, don't waste your education, because... Like, I know plenty of people that have gone to uni and not taken it seriously enough, and when they've come out and they've got a 2-2, for example, or they're distraught because they just didn't take it as seriously as it should have been. That'd be my advice, just through people that I know and dated and that have gone to unis. Just make sure that you do what you need to do. Because it's expensive as well. You know, you're going to be paying that off, but if you've taken out student loans for your whole life, so just make sure that you're you're making the most out of it. That would be my advice, coming from somebody who didn't go to uni. But as I said, people always regret the things that they didn't do over the things that they do. And I don't think there's a person that would disagree with that. So, yeah, people who, you know, as I said, there's things that I didn't do that I regret more than some of the things I have done. So, not that I've done anything like that. I've not murdered anybody or killed anybody. I've never been arrested. So, never been in trouble with the law. But, just like some life choices, there's sometimes when I was like, you know what, I wish I'd done that. And I didn't do it at the time. And I kind of regret that didn't happen. So, but as I said, it all worked out in the end. As I said, I've got my own house, got a beautiful, lovely wife, an absolutely gorgeous, adorable baby. Oh, his ears must have been burning. Cheesecake, we've been talking about you in here, mate. People have been raving about the Destiny, so we've been talking about the good old Destiny days of running when me and you were the last two standing survivors in Crota's End, while you was getting everybody up and I was just Crotaing End everybody. So, yeah. And this was the gentleman who got a little bit salty because because I beat him in the scores the last time he played it. True story. He knows that as well. He was not happy. Did Ollie say any more about that? Because he was the one that made us play it, weren't he? He was the... I couldn't believe it when you said come on Destiny 1. I was like, Jesus Christ. Massive shock to the system. Do I just take him in? No, I'm going to take him in. because he just does more damage. He does it quicker. I need to get to that top bit before this buff runs out on me, because it's just, I know that that's going to fail, and if that fails, it'll just cause mayhem. But yeah, as I was saying, like, someone in here loved it and Destiny was their life, and I said, like, for a good, must have been, it was 6 months, weren't it, that we were absolutely smashing the life out of Destiny, absolutely smashing the life out of it, running through every single raid 3 times a week with 3 different characters on different difficulties, doing the weekly strikes. Nightfalls, that was it. That was what they were called, Nightfalls. And oh, it was great. It was so great. Miss playing with the Orb twins. We called them the Orb twins because in Destiny, when you died, you basically was an orb, and 9 times out of 10, 2 of our mates were orbs. So I think they even brought out an orb skin from to buy. It was that regular, but that was a great game, absolutely great game, loved it. Should go in with him because he could hopefully do a bit of damage with this. Oh, I didn't get to use that. All right, nice, because I took Saeed in, which I think is going to be the way. See, I'm learning, despite grinding this out so many times. I'm now changing how I've done things, so. Yeah, it was so good. So, yeah, for anybody in chat who's seeing this, this is actually an IRL friend who I actually know, go cinema with, used to play D&D with, and we used to smash the life out of Crota's, and that was actually how we met. So, 3K hours. I don't know how many we had. We couldn't have been far off that. We really couldn't be far off that. As I said, I used to run each raid every week with all 3 characters on both difficulties. So, yeah. What am I at? I'm at 300,000. Jesus. I mean, I probably would be a little bit further along in this if I wasn't chatting as much, but I enjoy the chatting. That's the point, isn't it? So, I'm going to have to, at least I've got tomorrow, I think, on this to do. The event does end. I'm going to have to check. I'm hoping that it doesn't end tomorrow. It's usually a Monday. It usually kind of goes over the weekend, but I'm going to have to get some grinding in tomorrow as well. While also kind of job hunting. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. All this for a T5 weapon. If I didn't need this weapon for Darius, I wouldn't have done it. And the reason I need this weapon is because I need content. Because, unfortunately, this isn't the best game at times for content. I've got to the point where I've kind of spoken about more or less every room in the game. What passive abilities are, what this is, what that is. And I just need to... You know, I don't really want to do gameplay videos on heroes that aren't 5-starred and kind of at least maxed out, because I don't think it gives a true reflection. So, like, you know, who wants to watch my 2-star Rodrigo try and go through and me explain what he does? Nothing. There's no point. So, I missed. So, yeah, I want to try and get as many heroes to level 5 and start doing some rank up and gameplay videos. And that is one reason why I brought... Alright, the event ends Monday. Right, that's cool. So it gives me a good another day and a half to grind the life out of this. He's so much better than any hero I'm bringing in here. I've got such a new love for this character now. It's ridiculous. I might as well just assassinate. I might as well do that, because I'm not going to take him in now. No point. He's the boy. He's the one who's coming up trumps. Like, little poor uncommon Saeed who's just absolutely doing bits. Or rare. Is he rare? I think he's... Yeah, he's rare, isn't he? Yeah. Well, rare, and you've got your 2 legendaries there that he's absolutely showing up left, right and centre. Oh, look at that. Nice crit on the bloke at the back. Oh, shit, I've done it again. I keep just tapping away. Oh, right, well, my little... heroes died there. Oops. I didn't realise he was taking a hammer in. Like, oh, Effing chats. Jesus, my God, what happened there? Digging him up and then he just gets absolutely taken out. He's not even come close to dying in any of them. Oh. Maybe it's just a bridge too far for him, bless his heart. Start bigging him up and then all of a sudden he just drops down dead. Like, you couldn't write it. You honestly couldn't write it. No, because of that miss, this is now only an 87% chance, but I've done it, thank God. I mean, not that that matters in this game, because you can still have 95% chances foul on the regular, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm hoping that the next event is I'm gonna have to look at what heroes of that for that one, because I'm hoping for a change that I've actually got a good team. But they need to bring something out in this game. They need to do another Echoes Through the Animus Helix Rift event, because they've only brought the one of them out yet so far. And they definitely need some more permanent content in here. They need to bring out something monthly as well, like a monthly quest like every month. They need to do something like that, because it's I don't want this game to die. I don't, like, you know, this is what my YouTube channel's about. Like, I love the game, and it'd just be such a shame for them to see it fizzle out. Because yeah, so like, here's Darius. Look, I've got 90 out of 130. I need 40 fragments. So make that now 37. And to even get to the points tally I need to get to, there's another 5 there, there's another 10 there, there's another 10 there. So I've got another thing. I think I'll be like 10 fragments short, 5 fragments short. So I'm getting him. So but that's the thing, it's kind of annoyed me a little bit, because he's the only hero in this, so people have got him so quickly by hitting all the milestones, and by not only by hitting milestones, but by obviously ranking as well, because you get him for both. So people have got him 5 stars so quickly, as with Altair. My Altair is only a 3-star because, one, the whales come out of the woodwork for that one because it's Altair, and you get Maria Fulp as the progression, and you get Altair as the rank. So as in this, you get Darius for both, so you're basically like doubling your fragments. So far easier to get him maxed out than I will have to look back. I will have to do like funny clips and fails and things like that. Like, I can't believe I was bigging Saeed up that much, and then all of a sudden he just drops dead. I couldn't believe it. I honestly just wasn't paying attention. I didn't realise how much he was getting hit. And he just dropped down. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, he's amazing. He's my boy. He's doing more work than this. And he just drops dead. Oh, well. But he's good for this bit, because if he does fail it, then at least it kind of gives them a break. I think I will take... Oh, especially when he misses. I think I will take... Right, if I take Domingo in... The thing is Murat just takes so many hits to kill someone. I mean, he does as well, but at least he crits a bit more often and does a little bit more damage, as Murat is just absolutely shocking. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish what I've got going on here. Like, once I finish this energy, I'll call it, because it is getting late, and I just didn't think it's like, this is taking so much longer because of obviously the amount of points I need to get. I really do need to grind this out. I've been saving my units as well, like my credits. I was up to, I think, over 9k, and now I've got like, well, I've still obviously probably got just under 8 because I bought one, but right, it's a shame to waste them on this, but this is the only way I can get this weapon, which is annoying because Darius doesn't have a weapon that I can give to anybody else, unfortunately. Oh, that's right, it gives me a 95% chance. I just need some of these to be bigger chests, just so it can Just, oh, do you know what? He hits harder. He'd probably do it quicker. Just to save me time, really. As I said, I don't care where I place because I'm hitting that milestone and then stopping. Like, I'm not going to carry on any further, or like spend credits for it. I just want to get to that point, really. Don't you boo me, Davey. I'm surprised you're still up. Absolutely gobsmacked you're still up, to be fair to you. And you must be pretty bored to tune into my stream. Yeah, good night, Silverman, mate. You take care of yourself. Have a good evening. Take care. And as I said, Darius video coming soon, so it'll be Monday or Tuesday. Right, 2 more plates. Oh my god, I didn't heal them. Oh my god, I just clicked go. I didn't heal them. Oh, this is when you just don't pay attention. This is what happens. This is... I'm not going to get through this. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. This is going to be absolutely shocking. I really need him to... I don't even know whether I bother going for chests. I don't know whether to go for the chests or not, because it's just more combat that I'm going to have to do. I knew that would fail. And now this has made this even harder now. Especially when he's missing. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I'm not going to get through this. Right, I am not going for chests. I am literally just going in to do these because I need to. I'm not going to get through this otherwise. I don't think I'm going to get through it anyway. Because I'm going to have to just do this. I need the biggest dodges I've had of my life, and I need the biggest crits I've ever had of my life. Yeah, massive rookie move. Absolutely rookie move. I don't know whether to take him in there and just execute him or execute someone else, because he's a bit of a big boy. Hopefully I'll get some dodges here. He's quite slow. That was the only good thing about him. It's these fast little gits are annoying. Oh no. If I get through this, I'll be absolutely amazed. Absolutely amazed. Right, I'm going to take him in here. Hit him. Oh, let's just assassinate him. Just execute him. That gets him done. I'm not going for a chest. If I go for a chest, I'm absolutely screwed. I'm absolutely screwed. I've got 3 more fights to get through this. And I need him to shake, rattle and roll and dodge like he's never dodged before, right? Right, that's good because that's still got... No. Oh, no. No, no. Come on, give me my parry back. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's dead. Right. Domingo's got a little bit of life. Just let me get the first hit in. Right, he's got 40 health. Hopefully I can hit this next bloke from behind. If I can hit this next bloke in from behind, he goes down. Oh my god, here we go. Please crit. No. No! Oh, one enemy away from doing that. If that had crit, I would have got through that. I would have absolutely got through that. Oh no, what a waste. Oh. Oh, I can't believe that. All because I just didn't heal him up. I can't believe, like, if he hadn't failed that assassination attempt as well, there's just so many little things in that if they'd just gone the right way, I would have been alright. Oh, God, that's really annoyed me. That's really annoyed me. All for a schoolboy error. It shouldn't let you enter. It should say your heroes aren't healthy enough. You want to heal them. Should have said that. Not just a little low warning on the bottom. their name. See, now he assassinates him. Now I've got full health. Now I've got full health. I'll do whatever you want. Winds me up. Absolutely winds me up. Oh, this is just wasting my ticks on this ability. Oh, 1.7. I can't believe I failed. I can't believe I failed to play a run through. All because I didn't heal up. I got so close to doing it as well. I would have rather have died right at the beginning, like, and just had it over with. But to get one enemy away from doing it is just soul destroying. I don't know whether it's best. No, if to attack him from behind, but I think I'll get a surprise attack before he comes running over. Not always worth it. Yeah, that was so embarrassing. I believe I did that. I honestly can't believe I did that. It's not the first time I've done it, but usually they don't take such a battering when I've forgotten to do it, and these are just struggling, massively struggling to get through this. As I said, one extra dodge or something like that. Like, there you go, look, that crit. If that had crit on the other fella, I would have been done. That would have been golden. So, oh, what an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Well, if I'm still reasonably relevant at the end of this year, that can make it into the 2020 highlights. Definitely remember that one. Jesus. God, what an absolute idiot. Just kill him right, that's cool. If he'd dodged that, I wouldn't have got a 95% chance on that. I'm getting some really rubbish luck with these chests. Some really rubbish luck. See, look, crits him. Oh God, this game winds me up with their RNG mechanics. It really, really, really annoys me. But yeah, I've got to get to this tier 5 weapon, because otherwise the video is not going to be anywhere near as good, because I'll have everything tier 5 on him if I can get this weapon. So, but going through that playthrough, please be over 300,000 at least. Please be over 300,000 at least. And I can just give it a big old grind tomorrow. Yeah, oh, right, near 400,000. Right, that's decent. Right, I can live with that, and that's only one refill as well. So, plus I get this tomorrow as well. I'll get another 75 free energy. So that'll be 5 playthroughs. So yeah, brilliant. But thanks for everybody hanging out tonight. It's been awesome. Like, the numbers in the stream have been great today. Absolutely, thank you ever so much for everybody for tuning in. Whatever time zone you're in, if it's England, good night. If it's America, have a good afternoon. If it's somewhere else where I've missed out, just have a fantastic day. Alright, so thank you ever so much for tuning in. Darius video coming soon, so make sure you're ready for that. And I love you all. Take care. Enjoy your evening.